Greetings to all. I am handling Basics of Biomedical Instrumentation subject through this video class. In this video, we are seeing about third unit. So, it's a third unit, third video. Our subject code is OMD 551. So, in this video class, we are going to see about power line interferences and right leg driven ECG amplifier. Power line interferences and then right leg driven ECG amplifier. These two topics we are going to see through this video class. First, what is meant by power line interferences? Power line interferences is easily recognizable since the interfering voltage in the ECG would have a frequency of 50 Hz. This interference may be due to the stray effect of the alternating current on the patient or because of alternating current fields due to loops in the patient cable. Other causes of interferences are loose contacts on the patient cable as well as dirty electrodes. When the machine or the patient is not properly grounded, power line interference may even completely obscure the ECG waveform. The most cause of 50 Hz interferences is the disconnected electrode resulting in the strong disturbing signal. It is often strong enough to damage the stylus of an unprotected direct writing recorder and therefore needs quick action. So, power line interferences is a very serious problem. So, it must be mitigated some of the methods. So, this is the power line interference waveform. So, this is the ECG waveform. Due to this power line interferences, that is due to some of the mistakes in electrode, our patient is not properly grounded means the waveform will be obtained like this. So, through this ECG waveform, we can't able to decide what is the fault inside the heart. That is, in this ECG waveform, we can't able to analyze the function of the heart. So, we are going for necessary action to mitigate the power line interferences. So, before that, we are going to see about what are the effects of power line interferences. Electromagnetic interferences from the power lines also results in poor quality tracings. Electrical equipment such as air conditioners, elevators and X-ray units draw heavy power line current which induces 50 Hz signal in the input circuits of ECG machine. Due to unbalanced linkages, common mode rejection circuits almost prove ineffective against them. A practical solution to minimize this problem is physical separation between the interferences causing sources and the patient. Lovecock et al. 1984 developed a method of digital 50 Hz interference elimination by computing the interference amplitudes and subtracting these data from the original signal, thereby greatly reducing the requirements of amplifier, shielding, earthing, electrode quality and application procedures. Electrical power systems also include extremely rapid pulses or spikes on the trace. As a result of switching action, use of the transient suppressor is the main lead of the machines helps to solve the problem. Okay, so these are all the effects of power line interferences. Then we are going to see about how the effects will be, that is power line interference will be mitigated or eliminated. So methods to eliminate power line interference is, first one is electrostatic shielding. So electrostatic shielding means place a ground conducting plane between the source of the electric field and the measurement system. Then another one is the magnetic shield. Here we are going to use high permeability material. Then third one is use a twisted cable to reduce magnetic flux or loop area. So we are going to see each and every one. So first one is the electrostatic shielding. So in electrostatic shielding, used to remove electric field interferences on an electrocardiograph, isolation capacitor is used to isolate patient from power line. So here we are using one isolation capacitor. Through this capacitor, the unwanted electromagnetic interferences get eliminated or bypassed through this capacitor. So in that manner we are going to protect any of the electromagnetic interferences occurs towards our measuring system. Another one is magnetic shield. So here magnetic shield means, so this entire body will be covered inside on magnetic shield. So here on covering like this we can able to eliminate unwanted electromagnetic interference through the entry of the patient and measurement system. Another one is use twisted cable to reduce magnetic flux and loop area. That is, we are going to use twisted cables to measure the activity of the patient, means we can able to avoid the unwanted electromagnetic interference. So in that manner we are going to eliminate the power line interference. So I hope you can able to understand what is meant by power line interference and what is the waveform for power line interference, then what are the effects of these power line interferences, then how it will be eliminated. Then the next topic is right leg driven ECG amplifier. A driven right leg circuit or direct right leg circuit is an electric circuit that is often added to biological signal amplifiers to reduce common mode interferences. Biological signal amplifiers such as ECG electrocardiogram, EEG electroencephalogram or EMG circuits measure very small electrical signals emitted by the body, often as small as several microvolts, millions of a volt. Unfortunately, the patient's body can also act as an antenna which picks up electromagnetic interference, especially 50 to 60 Hz noise from electrical power lines. This interference can obscure the biological signals, making them very hard to measure. Right leg driver circuit is used to eliminate interference noise by actively cancelling the interference. So using right leg driven ECG amplifier we can eliminate all the problems associated with the interferences. So main objective of this right leg driven ECG amplifier is reduce the interference in amplifier and improve patient safety. And this approach is patient right leg tied to output of an auxiliary amplifier rather than ground. So in the previous power line interference means the patient leg will be connected to ground. So here we are going to connect the right leg tied to the output of an auxiliary amplifier. So here we are going to use one auxiliary amplifier. In that auxiliary amplifier human right leg will be tied rather than ground. Common mode voltage on body sensed by varying resistors RAs and RS and feedback to right leg provides negative feedback to reduce common mode voltage. If high voltage appears between patients and ground, auxiliary operational amplifier effectively ungrounds the patient to step current flow. So this is the right leg driven ECG amplifier circuit. Here this two is the main amplifier. So these two output will be connected on auxiliary amplifier. This auxiliary amplifier output is tied to the right leg of the patient. So unwanted electromagnetic signal will be tied and it will be mitigated through this right leg. So in similar the unwanted electric signal is ID. It will enter into the human body and it will be passed away through this right leg tied arrangement. Okay, so in that manner we are going to correctly sense these two measurement. This is known as right leg driven ECG amplifier. I hope you also understand what is meant by right leg driven ECG amplifier. Then determine the common mode voltage VCM on the patient in the right leg circuit when displacement current ID flows to the patient from the power lines. Choose appropriate values of the resistance. So here appropriate value will be chosen and the equivalent circuit will be drawn as shown in here. This is the unwanted electric signal ID. So this ID enters through the head of the man. So it will be ID given. So then choose appropriate values of resistance in the circuit so that the common mode voltage is minimal and there is only a high resistance path to ground when the auxiliary operational Amplifier saturates. Equivalent circuit to determine the common mode gain is shown in figure. It is the here the right leg driven ECG amplifier. After analyzing these three amplifier, the equivalent circuit may be drawn as shown in figure. So here, so this is the equivalent circuit after analyzing the right leg driven ECG amplifier. Here in the auxiliary amplifier, the input is, first one is 2 VCM by RA, and then here the feedback is V0 by RA. So applying KCL at the point X means we can able to write 2 VCM by RA also incoming, V0 by RF also incoming. So 2 VCM by RA plus V0 by RF will be equal to 0, from which we can able to find V0 will be equal to minus 2 Vm by RA into RF. So similarly we can able to write VCM will be equal to RL ID plus V0. These V0 and VCM will be substituted here. So both the term contain VCM. So from which we can able to derive VCM will be equal to RRL divided by 1 plus 2 RF by RA into ID. So where VCM is as small as possible, choose large RF and small RA. So this is the calculation for right leg driven ECG amplifier. So I hope I completed power line interferences, what are the effects of power line interferences, how it will be mitigated, and then right leg driven ECG amplifier, so how it will be practically obtained. So then the remaining topic we will continue in next video. Thank you.